understand it all by and by. If you can't tell, I sound like a man because I am. I'm just kidding. Because I'm sick. I'm sick. Boo you. Yeah, I'm sick. So, but the filming never stops because actually nothing never stops when I'm sick. Okay, I still do everything that I'm supposed to do. So, my hair is bigger than my head. That's crazy. Anyways, the filming never stops because I am alone. I'm going to make a ooh, did not work out. I think I almost broke my back or something. A bummy podcast. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. Okay. I can't really hear on this side. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got eczema in my ears, and now my ears are closed because I'm sick. It's not great, but we living still, sadly. Anyways, welcome and welcome back to the Bummy Podcast. Yeah, I can't hear myself. It sounds so weird because this ear is closed. I don't know. Anyways, today, oh, if you know me, you don't know me, don't share. You can like, comment, I don't care, but do not share. Since I am sick, we're gonna talk about the times I was sick at work and why I quit. I already talked about briefly why like my work experience throughout my life. I think including like school or something. I don't remember. I think it was like searching for jobs. So I think I talked about like job interviews I've had and then the 2 times I've worked in my whole life. Yeah, you're probably like, what? 2 times? Well, technically, if we're counting things I did in high school, it's not really like a job, but I did get paid. Like I helped kids learn how to read. I wouldn't consider it a job. Regardless, I can't really breathe. Regardless, if I pass out, it's okay. We'll continue the video when I'm awake. But regardless, I don't consider it a job. It could be a job. I mean, it is a job, but because I did get paid for it. But I don't know. I don't consider that as working. Because I did it for a couple. I mean, I did it during school, and I did it. Excuse me, I just ate breakfast. I did it during school, and I did it. I did it in summer, and I think the summer one is the one I got paid for. The other one I was doing for volunteer hours. I don't know if you guys still have that, but like in high school, they want you to have a certain amount of volunteer hours to graduate. Blah blah blah. Regardless, I did a little bit of that volunteer hour doing the learning or helping kids learn how to read. I also was in that program when I was in elementary school, which is funny. And I went to my old elementary school to do it. So we went a full 360. But yeah, I did that for volunteer hours. And then I was like, wait, I also teach kids at church, so why can't I use that as volunteer hours? So I did that, and then so I got paid for when I did it in the summer. And then I did get paid one time. There was like this program me and my friends went to in high school, and you go camping and all that stuff. I didn't go camping. I'm literally scared of everything. I don't think the kind of camping they're talking about, pretending to be homeless, not for me. Yeah, I didn't do the camping stuff or the snowboarding and all that they did, but I did do this one time where they were picking up trash, and we got paid for that. It was like 100 and, if I'm remembering the number, let's do the calculation, 148 or something like that. I don't know. But that was my first check, and I was like, oh, that's when I got my bank account. Because I got money now. Yeah, but I got paid for that, and then I got paid for the teaching or helping kids learn how to read. And that was like the only time I ever got paid until in 2018 I started the real job. So let's start with that. So basically 2018, it's already been about 2-ish years since I graduated high school. A year and something, I don't know. I graduated in 2016 of June. My social security, I'm just kidding. I graduated in 2016 of June. And then after that, I started, I guess, 2016, September 2016 is when, because we go quarter system in my community college that I went to. So regardless, I think it was like 2 years. It doesn't matter, but it was like 2 years, I think, since I graduated. And I've been looking for a job. If you don't, like, I'll probably blah, 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 blah. At the end of the video, I'll probably put I'll link the video of when I'm talking about, like, when I'm searching for jobs. But regardless, I was searching for jobs, going on interviews, and 2018 is when I finally got this job. And so it was a nursing home, and I was a server. And the reason I got it is through one of my one of my college best friends, and shout out to her, shout out to you. If it wasn't for her, like I said in the other video, I would not have gotten the job, because every single place that I was applying to keeps asking for experience. I don't know, maybe because I'm a premature C-section baby, that they wanted me to be having experience when I came out the right way. I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't have experience. Maybe that's why I don't have experience. Oh my god. The worst thing about being sick is not being able to breathe and my ears being stuffed. I don't even know why my ears closed, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, they all ask for experience, so I guess it's better when you have connections. So because I had a connection with her, shout out to you, my girl. Yeah, I got the job. Like, I interviewed, and I hate interviews because I don't like looking at people. Even right now, I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at myself, and I don't mind looking at myself, but I can't look at people. Like, I can't make eye contact with people. I literally just, like, look away when I'm talking. So sometimes in interviews, they want you to look them in the eye, like, look into their soul or something. I don't know. I don't like it. But, yeah, so I know the interview wasn't great, but I feel like because I had a connection with her, I got hired. So I was only there for like 3 months. I think 3 months. I don't even know when I started, when I ended, but I'm sure if I look at my Snapchat, I'll know. But because I did give my 2 weeks notice when I left. So I know when I left because I have that record, and I know when I started because I think I took a picture when I was doing the what is it called? What is that thing called? Training. You have to do like on their computer, you have to do like these work something. I forgot what they're called, but you're supposed to like complete it, and then sometimes even while you're working, like there's times that they want you to go upstairs and like complete that. Regardless, like we got paid for it, so I don't care. If I'm getting paid to sit on the computer and listen and answer questions, I'm gonna do it. If there's a job like that, let me know. So anyways, I did that like for the first couple of times, and then they wanted to like welcome the new employees, and they wanted us to basically have like we were sitting in like the conference area in the nursing home, and I don't know why I keep saying in the nursing home. I literally already said I'm working there. Regardless, they wanted us to sit in the conference room, and we were like, they were gonna show us around. What else did we do? Like, they talked about like stuff. I don't remember. My memory is garbage. But I remember we were supposed to be there. And the funny thing is, I was in college at this time, obviously. I already started college. And I had class that day. So I had to finish class and take the bus and get there on time. And I was late, and I was so mad because I'm never, like, I'm not the type of person that's late because I time everything correctly. I think, like, either I missed a bus or something like that. But regardless, I came late. And everybody already was in there. So, like, when I walked in, they were staring at me. I was like, ugh. And I think I missed a couple of things. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I was still hired, so I don't care. But yeah, I went in, I sat down. They were doing the whole talky, spiely, whatever thing. And then after we were done, I think, like, touring, I think they were showing us, like, the exits and, like, the fire extinguishers and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't remember, honestly. But regardless, I think I might be mixing it up with the Amazon where they make you go around and stuff like that. But regardless, I remember after we're done with everything, they had the chef come in and we were gonna put an order. I don't know what the other one was, but I think it had something to do with pork, and I don't eat swine. I mean, I might have the flu right now, but it's not swine flu, so I don't eat swine. I don't eat that garbage. I don't eat garbage. Well, everything they feed us is garbage. Regardless, I don't eat pork. So, the only other option other than the pork was meatloaf. I've never tried meatloaf in my entire life, and I was like, all right, I guess I know that's not pork. So, and I made sure I asked them. I was like, what's in this? Beef? Is it cow? Is it moo? Because if it's not mooing, I don't want it. Give me fries. I'm okay with fries. So, they bring it out. I felt so full after that. Like, I don't think I'll ever eat meatloaf again because it's too much. It's too much meat. I mean, it's meatloaf. But it's too much meat for me. Like, I like popcorn chicken because it's mostly breading and a piece of chicken in there. So I'm not a meat eater. I'm basically vegetarian. But yeah, we did that. And then I think the other days I went back to doing the computer thing. And when I finally started, they first wanted me to work downstairs. So I was shadowing somebody doing the serving, like, you know, the funny thing is, I mean, I don't think they want it because it's ripped up, but I still have, like, the little notebook thing that says thank you on it, and then, like, where you put your papers and you write everything down. I still have that. It's a memory. I still have it. But, so they give you that, and you shadow somebody the first, I think they made me shadow somebody 2 times or once, something like that. So I shadow this girl. Every time the elders ask, she's like, oh, like, she's shadowing me, she's starting to work here. And, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I laugh a lot right now because I'm alone, but in public I'm like I don't smile. I don't know if I have a mean face when I don't smile, but I remember my manager keeps telling me, like, don't forget to smile. Yeah, no, I don't even want it. Honestly, I'm here for the money. I don't want to be customer service. It's not in me. But yeah, so I shadowed somebody, and she kept having to tell them that. And then the next time, somebody was following me. Like, they weren't technically shadowing me. They were just following me to see if I'm doing the right thing and, like, correcting me and stuff. So I suck at remembering. So they told me where everybody sits. And it's so funny because some of them sit at the same exact spot. So I wrote their names so that I would remember who has what order and I can give it to them. The sad part is I don't remember names. So I tried to write it in the order that I would see when I come to the table so that I can give them the right order. So I did that for a little bit. And then this one night, I think I had come in to the shift after school, and I don't know why. I know why. In 2018 is also the time I hit my head and gave myself a concussion. Side note, I also hit my head again a year ago, maybe, I don't know, but there's a dent here now and there's a dent here. So this is the old one. Now I'm not well. At this point, put me in a bubble. At this point, I need the hamster wheel because I keep harming myself, or just let me stay at the hospital so they can check on me. But regardless, the old one is in 2018, like right in the middle is when I hit my head. So garbage, because I've hit the front of my head so many times, no problem. I hit the middle of my head, and I guess my sister said this is still soft. This hasn't, like, it's not hard. So I don't know how people be getting tattoos. Now that I think about it, don't people be getting tattoos on their head? That's crazy. But regardless, I obviously hit my head worse than any tattoo could ever cause any damage. But yeah, I hit my head. Obviously right now you can see I put my hair together, but that time I had split my head. I had split my hair. Oh, why do I keep saying my head? I split my head open and I'm still alive. Crazy. Praise God. No, I put my hair in two, and that was the one time that I hit my head, and I was like, fantastic. Coins shook, let's just say that. Like, I was under the kitchen counter and I just got up like the kitchen counter doesn't exist, and the kitchen counter was like, hello, I'm still here. And yeah, that was around the same time I got this job. And so if I don't eat at a certain time, I get sick. Now, I think this wasn't just the head injury problem. I think this also started in 2016 because of my women stuff. Yeah, 2016 is when all that shit happened. But I feel like it was both of them combined. So if I don't eat at certain times, I get sick, which is stupid. What am I supposed to be munching on things all the time? It's ridiculous. But because people do get hungry, they do allow us to have an area where we can have like a side of food just to like munch on when we have time, and then we still gotta work, right? I don't know if I did that or not that day or what, but by the end I already had a migraine. It's always on the left side, just to let you know. Also, the ingrown is on the left side. I don't know what's wrong with my left side, but my left side is making me go through it. But when I get a migraine, it's always on this side. It's always on the left side. Sometimes my neck hurts, sometimes my shoulder hurts, but it's always on the left side. And once I get a migraine, I know I can't eat. But I remember before we finished work, before we were cleaning up and stuff, you put in your order and the chef makes you food and they leave it in the break room so you can eat after you're done working. So I think the shift was like from 3 something until 6 or 7. I think 6 something. From 3 something until 6 something, or from 3 something until 7. Something like that. That's the shift. And so I felt a migraine coming. I was like, screw it. I kept working. And then I remember like we were cleaning the tables, and like, you know, I don't know, were we putting glass back? I don't know if I know we put the tablecloth, not cloth, but like the placemat. I know we put the placemat back after we cleaned, but I don't know if we put cups. Maybe. Placemats and napkins, I think we put down. I don't know. Regardless, we were doing that. We were cleaning and stuff like that, and I felt a migraine coming, and I was like, oh my goodness. And then, like, around the time we were almost done with cleaning, I felt like my food, whatever I ate before I started working, it was working. It was way up, and I was like, eh. And I sped walk to the bathroom, and you're not supposed to bring your apron, obviously, to the bathroom, so I threw it whatever was next to the bathroom. I think it was like packages of something. I don't know. Regardless, I threw it. I took it off and I threw it. And I went in the bathroom and I blah, 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 blah. And then, obviously, I flushed the toilet. I don't need to tell you all the details, but I flushed the toilet. I gargled because I hate not doing that. It just, no. And then I washed my face with cold water, and I came out like nothing happened, put my apron back on, and finished cleaning. And then we had to give our tickets that we wrote down, and like I think it's like to add up how much things cost and if we had tips and whatever. I don't remember. It's been a while. 2018, let's see, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. It's been 5 years since I worked there. That's crazy. Regardless, I don't remember a lot, but I do remember we had to do that. And because I already blah, 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 I was out. Like, my migraine gets worse after I blah, 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 and I gotta go home. At this point, I gotta go to my bed. I gotta sleep. Because, I can't swallow pills, so I don't take pills. I just take naps. My solution to my problems is naps. So, we finish all that, and at this point, I'm out. I don't, like, the Holy Ghost is walking my body, because at this point, I'm out. Like, you can kidnap me. I would not give a damn at that point, because I'm not fighting back. I'm exhausted. I have nothing in my stomach. My head is killing me on this side. I'm good. Like, go ahead, take me. I'm useless at the moment. I can't help you with anything. But yeah, so I went in the break room, and from the corner of my eyes when I was grabbing my stuff, like, everybody was in the break room because I think I was the last one to finish with my tickets and stuff. So all the other people I was working with were in the break room. I don't know if I said anything to them. I don't know if they said anything to me, but to be honest with you, I'm not saying anything. I'm like, I'm out. I've shut down long time ago. I shut down when my soul is in the toilet. So I can't. I'm done. So I'm grabbing my stuff, but from the corner of my eyes, I see my food, and I'm like, shit, my burger, my fries. My burger, my fries is there, and I cannot eat it because I'm sick. And I could have got a to-go box and grabbed it, but when you have a migraine, you're not thinking of food. You're thinking of, I need to sleep. I need my body to restart. So I saw it and I left it there. Grabbed my stuff and I went to the front of the nursing home, and I was waiting for my sister to pick me up. And they have, at the front, they have like this lemon water thing. And so I grabbed a little bit of it. Usually when I drink water, it makes me want to again, but the lemon water kind of helped a little bit because I was thirsty. So I drank a little bit of it, and I was just like going like this to my head, and I was just like laying on the table like I was dead. And so I was waiting for my sister to come and to come pick me up, and I guess I was there for a while, and they had finished whatever they were. I think they were eating also. I really don't remember. All I saw was my food. I don't know if they were eating or not. But I saw my nose. That's why I said I'm looking for my. Oh my goodness, I hate it. Drip dropping for no reason. So anyways, I think they were eating or talking or something, but I guess I was there for a while. And they were also leaving that way, and obviously they know how to drive. They have a car. I'm the only one, even now, that I know of that does not have their license, that doesn't want to drive, that doesn't have a car. Obviously, if I don't have my license, why would I have a car? Do you see my eyes twitching? Like, oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. Stop. Okay. Regardless, everybody drives except for me. So there was these twin brothers that were working with us at that time, and they were all passing by, and then one of them was like, oh, do you want us to drop you off at your house? Mind you, I'm literally like this. on the table. Like, I'm out. I could have been sleeping, honestly. And then I was like, huh? I was like, yeah, no, my sister's coming to pick me up. And they're like, oh, okay. I feel better. I was like, thanks. They're so sweet. Honestly, they could have kidnapped me too. How about if my sister wasn't coming? And I was like, okay, sure. And I get in their car and like, how am I supposed to lead you to my house? I am gone. Okay. Well, I guess I could give them an address, but regardless, my sister was coming. So I waited for my sister. My sister came. She picked me up. And that was the first time that I was sick at that job. But that wasn't the only time, babe. So after I worked a couple of times downstairs as a server, oh my god, breathing hurts. Oh, my back. Ooh, my back. Ooh, my neck. A DJ. Ooh. my life is gone. Anyways, after I worked a couple of times downstairs, they said I was the old, like I was, what is that, 2018? How old would I have been? I think like 21 or something. 21. I think I was 21. Now you can do the math and know how old I am now, but regardless, I was 21. And I guess like everybody else was young, so they can't work in the pub. So they have like a pub right next to the main kitchen, and that's also has seats. So I guess some of the some of the elders come and sit there, but majority of them sit in the main dining area. Like it's really big. The one in the pub is actually small. I think a couple people can fit in there, but it's the same people too. Like I said, it's the same people that go in there. So they trained me again to work in the pub. And again, I had to write everybody's name down, blah, blah, blah. And there was this lady, oh, she gets on everybody's nerves. And I hate when she comes in the pub because she acts like she can't hear me. Mind you, like, I don't talk loud. I know I'm an introvert. I shouldn't be a server. I'm just trying to get experience here, ma'am. Please. You're gonna make me cry. She keeps saying like, oh, I can't hear you. Can you speak louder? And the other elder people like that are sitting next to her, they're like, we can hear her just fine. Like, because they know she's doing it on purpose. I don't know why you're old and grumpy. Please, ma'am. I'm not a confrontational person, but you're really trying me. So she literally pisses everybody off, and they love when her kids come and take her because that day is bliss. But I worked at the pub. They taught me how to do the drinks. Obviously, I'm not a mixologist. I think my mixologist license expired like recently, this year I think, which is so funny. That means I could work at a bar. I can't do loud noises. I get a migraine. At this point, you breathe next to me, I get a migraine. Like, it's so sad. It sucks. But yeah, I had a mixologist thing, and I had to do it on the computer again. Because he was like, oh, you're old enough, blah, blah, blah. So I had my CPR? Yeah, it is CPR. I thought I said it wrong. I had my CPR card. I had my mixologist card. I don't know if I got any other cards, but I was just racking it up. I was just taking it up. I didn't even work that long, but it felt like I was there forever because I was working everywhere. So I worked at the pub. It sucks when somebody orders a drink outside of the pub because I gotta carry it on the tray and take it to them. And each time, because I'm sick, each time I'd be like, how about if I fell and just dropped that shit? How about if I fell and just dropped all the drink on somebody or myself? Like, literally, I'm walking slow because I'm so nervous. This is literally me. I'm like... but yeah, like, I was nice. They were nice to me. The other elders were actually nice. And, like, they were like, they thought, like, it was so cute that I would walk slow. I was like, I just don't want to drop it. But yeah, I worked in the pub for a while. And then, for some odd reason, he wanted to move me upstairs in Tribute. So this is where, like, the dementia and Alzheimer's and other whatever patients are. And, like, that one sucks Not because of the people, but because you're the only one working there, and it sucks. Like, at least when I was working in the pub, yeah, I have to take care of like maybe 5-6 people that come in there, if a couple of people come in there, and then like I have to do the drinks outside, but at least I have other people that can help me. When you're working tribute, it's just you. I grab all the food from the main kitchen, and this like it's like it has 2 things that you close. You can separate it. I don't know how to explain to you. But basically, it's like there's one of this, you can open it and close it, and then there's another one at the bottom, you can open it and close it, and you can slide things in there, like the food trays that they have to keep a bunch of food warm. You can slide it in there, so I have to slide those in there for 2 floors. So there's first floor, there's second. I have to take the elevator. It sucks, but yeah, so I go out through the main kitchen, and I take the elevator upstairs. I think second floor is first, and then I go down to first floor, and then I come back, and if there's any food left over, usually we throw it away. Sometimes they do like if it's food that can stay longer. Oh, my leg. If it's food that can stay longer, I usually leave it on the side in the main kitchen, but usually a lot of stuff gets thrown away. Another reason why I don't like working at food places. But yeah, so you have to drag those 2 carts together on an elevator, go upstairs, and I have to have the code. Like, there's a code because the people can run away, okay? They literally, sometimes they'll follow you when you're trying to leave, and I have to wait until one of the nurses takes them, because I can't leave until they're away from the door. Like, it literally sucks. So I put a code in, I check if there's anybody coming out or whatever, because I can't just like push the thing in on there. And then I open the door, I check if there's anybody at the door, and then I bring the cart in with myself, make sure the door closes behind me, and then I go to the kitchen. I set everything out, so they have like water to, like, there's like, how do I say, there's like water at the bottom of the things to warm up the food, to keep the food warm, not to warm it up, but to keep the food warm. And you have to put that in the slots, right? So you put the things that they give you in the slots, and then I have to check the temperature of every food, because hello, I had to do that on the computer too, because you have to know like which foods have to stay at what temperature, and if they're below this temperature, like, they're bad for the people to eat. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do not remember all that, and thank God nobody got sick when I was working there, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like, fingers crossed, this food is not bad for you. I was praying over that food. I was like, ooh, no. So you check every temperature, you write it down on this freaking book that they have, and then you start serving. So I'm in the kitchen, I'm behind it, so I put it on the plates, and then the nurses would come and give it to the people. There are some people that have a specific food they get. So there's on Sundays I always work full days from 7 a.m. until it was supposed to be 6:30 p.m. but I'll tell you why, but I usually finish at 7 p.m. So I do all that, right? And then after I'm done serving everybody there, including desserts, I have to put all the foods back in, okay? Sometimes they're taking so long for me to serve dessert that if the dessert is ice cream, I have to leave it there, and then I have to come back and get it. I hate it. So, I do all that. And then I have to go downstairs and do that all over again, check the temperatures. After putting everything where it's supposed to go, check the temperatures, serve everybody, dessert and all. And then I put everything back. I roll that thing to the door, put the code in, leave, go to the main kitchen, and then I give the dirty dishes, like the containers, not the plates, the dirty dishes, like the food and stuff like that, I give it to the dishwasher. And then obviously if food is being dumped, there's a garbage right there, I dump it all, I put it in there. Sometimes they tell me not to dump some things, so I leave it in the other kitchen. And then I drag the cart. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna be I drag the cart all the way down the hall, wipe it down, and then wipe it down. Okay, I wipe it down and then I go back to the second floor, because for some reason the first floor can wash their own dishes but the second floor cannot. So I have to go back to second floor and wash their dishes in a dishwasher. Okay, so obviously you scrape everything, you put it in the dishwasher, and then you start the dishwasher. And so while the dishwasher is going, I clean the counter and whatever and get everything ready. For some odd reason, I have to wait until the dishwasher is over, take the dishes out, hot plates might I add. My fingertips burnt off when I was working. I don't know how the dishwasher downstairs does it, because the downstairs dishes are way hotter. Oh my god, my fingers were burning. But even with gloves, it doesn't help. I don't know why they were giving us gloves. That glove is gonna burn right off my fingers. What are you doing? So you grab all the dishes and you have to put it back in the cupboard and then leave. What is this? So I do all that. I clean the kitchen, blah 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 blah, right? Then when I'm finally done with that, you would think I'm done with work. No, I have to go downstairs. I have to go to the bistro, which is where I was dying the first time I got sick. So it's the front of the nursing home. And that's where I think when I was about to leave, they got a valet. So the valets also get coffee from there. The other workers, like the receptionist and all that, all the other workers get coffee from there. And the other elders also get coffee and stuff from there. So I have to go there, clean the floor, get like snacks like donuts, cookies and stuff like that from the main kitchen. I have to get the decaf and the regular coffee from the main kitchen, bring it here, refill it, refill the snacks and stuff, wipe the counters, wipe the floor, clean everything, grab the empty decaf and the coffee. Sometimes they forget that I'm supposed to get it and they dump it, and I'm like, oh, whatever. And so that's your problem. Okay, I can't just make new coffee. So anyways, I have to wipe all that down, and then I am done. And then I am done. Which sucks, because sometimes when I'm finishing and I'm like going back to the main kitchen to get my stuff to clock out, they're cleaning the floor. And my shoes are dirty because I'm going everywhere in that building. And I hate it because I don't want to make the floor dirty after you just cleaned it. So I have to, at some point, the bottom of my shoe, from going to work shoes, they were going to ice skate shoes. It was so smooth at the bottom because I was walking so much. Because that's also the shoes I wear when I'm taking the bus. Yeah, you heard me, taking the bus. I was not getting paid enough money to be taking Uber and Lyft from the workplace to my house. Yeah, sometimes my sister would pick me up, and sometimes my brother will pick me up, but not all the time. Most of the time I'm taking the bus. And it sucks because, especially on Sundays, like I'll literally come home and I'll take a nap because I have a migraine. Because I'm doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That whole thing I told you. And for breakfast, I have to cut the fruits. I have to prepare the fruits. For lunch, if it's sandwiches, I'm preparing the sandwiches. Oh my goodness, it was a lot. And so one time while I'm doing all that on a Sunday, so I come in, excuse me, I'm so sorry that you have to experience these disgusting behaviors. Shame on me. tisk tisk. Okay, anyway, so one time, while I was working upstairs in tribute, you know, this whole thing, it was a Sunday, of course, it had to be a Sunday. I come into the building, right? I come in through the kitchen, the main kitchen, and literally the minute I walk in, I felt like somebody slapped me with a heat pad. Like, I smelt heat. Have you ever smelled heat? That's how hot it was in there. Apparently, excuse me, I keep spitting, I'm sorry. Apparently, the main kitchen AC had gone out. You're joking. You're joking. Do you know that I get a migraine when it's too hot? It is a sauna in there. That's how hot it is. And so my friend tells me, because she was working morning that day. I was working the whole day that day because it's a Sunday. So she's like, yeah, the AC's out. I said, oh, Jesus, why me? Why on the day that I'm working? I don't work all the time in this place, but Sundays is not the day for the AC to go out. So, you know, I do the morning stuff, the freaking cutting fruits and all that stuff. And by lunch, I was done. Obviously, the best part of that is for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. I order food from the chef. Usually it's like, for breakfast, it's usually pancakes and hash browns. For lunch, I usually do tater tots, fries, or grilled cheese sandwich. And then like cheeseburger with fries or something like that. That's usually what I eat. I'm a basic person. I don't go all out. Just because there's a chef, I don't go all out. But yeah, so I ate breakfast, the pancakes and the hash browns after I did breakfast for the people. And then I wait there obviously until lunch service. So when I have my break, I don't have a car. Where else would I go? I just sit in the break room until lunch service is about to start. So I forgot what the time is, so I can't tell you, but I remember lunch starts at like 3:30 or something. I don't know what time breakfast ends though. Regardless, I ate my breakfast. I brought the dish down, and then for lunch, I think I was preparing sandwich or something. I don't know. All I know is my friend was leaving. She was done with her shift because she was just doing morning shift, and she works downstairs, so her shift is different than mine. So when I was making the lunch stuff, she was leaving, and then like she gave me an ice with a Ziploc bag because that's how hot it is. And like me, I don't know what's wrong. I have a lot of problems, but if it's hot, my body is 10 times hotter. If it's cold, my especially my feet and my hands are 10 times colder. So you can imagine being in a sauna. I was dying. So she gave me ice to like, you know, cool down my body. It wasn't really helping because at that point I was too far gone. But yeah, I did lunch and I was doing dinner, and it was hitting me. Okay, it was slapping me. It was beating me at this point. I had a migraine. I felt like I was dying, but again, I'm the only one that's working tribute, so I was like, I gotta finish my work. I'm mental, but that's just who I am. That is just me. So yeah, I did the whole shebang. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast wasn't too bad because I just got there, but lunch and dinner was pretty hard, especially dinner because they were having grilled chicken, and I think it was like steamed. I don't know. It was so strong. The smell was so strong, and I was like, I can't do this. I felt so nauseous. And when you have a migraine and you're nauseous, you should not want to smell any food. And that chicken was so strong. But I knew that I cannot throw up in front of these dementia people. I can't do it. I I can't do that to these people. So I'm like trying my hardest not to throw up, and I serve everybody. I go to the main kitchen, upstairs, downstairs, serve everybody, check temperatures, all that stuff, and then I go to the main kitchen. I throw everything away, and I go back to the second floor. I almost said first floor. To the second floor to wash the dishes. And while I'm washing the dishes and waiting for the dishes to wash, guess what happened? In the trash can. Yeah, I couldn't hold it anymore. I couldn't hold it anymore. And then I washed my hands, I washed my face, and there was like some of the people that are there, they're like moving around and stuff like that. But yeah, nobody saw that. I said cool. But the funny thing is, I can't go home because I still gotta clean the bistro. Oh my god. So I pick up all the plates. At this point, my migraine is migraining. I pick up all the plates. I put them in the shelves, the cups and all that stuff. I already cleaned the counter because that's when and then I go downstairs. I clean the bistro. And this time, I was so out of it. I don't even remember if this was the day that I was outside sitting on the bench waiting for my sister to come pick me up, or if this is the time that I was just laying on I don't even know. I don't know what I was doing. All I know is that happened. That was the second time I got sick at that workplace. And I couldn't do it anymore. And so I told him, like, he has to change my schedule. I can't do Sundays full days. Like, I'm literally, first of all, without the heat stroke I had in the morning because the AC was out, other Sundays, I was still getting a migraine. It was just, like, around the time I was going home. This time, I got a migraine because it was hot, and I got the migraine, like, morning, afternoon, like, lunchtime area. But it started morning because of the heat. So for him to be like, man, he's not a bad person, but he got me messed up. So basically what happened was, I go to him and I'm like, I need my schedule changed because I can't do full days on Sundays. Like, I'm literally getting sick. Like, right now I'm sick and tired. So I tell him that, and this man proceeds to tell me that I have to wait until this one employee, a chef, mind you, she has never worked trivia. The whole time I was there working, while she was there, I don't remember her ever working trivia. And he told me to wait until she comes from visiting her family in a whole other country. And I'm supposed to wait for her to come back so he can change my shift from full days on Sundays. I said, Yamara. Just because you're low on employees does not mean I'm supposed to be low on energy. Like, I still have school. I can't just be sleeping all the time on Sundays. And then now I don't have time to do my homework. Like, are you crazy? Did you forget I'm in school? I can't do this. So that's when I decided I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I told my friend. She was cool with it. Like, I felt bad because she got me this job, but babes, I have to put my 2 weeks in. I can't do it. It got me messed up. I cannot do it. So I put in my 2 weeks and I had to skedaddle. I'm sorry about it, sir. You got me messed up. I can't believe I've been talking about this workplace for almost an hour. That's crazy. Regardless, I put in my 2 weeks. And I left, and he was like, oh, you can put me as a reference, blah, blah, blah. I said, maybe. But the way it went after that, I didn't need a reference. Because my next job, like the job I actually got, was Amazon warehouse. And the way it started was already bad at Amazon. That's the funny part. So, Amazon warehouse, like I said in the other video, will hire anybody. I think even felons, I don't know, but they'll hire anybody. And the one thing they have in their contract, if you read it, is they can fire you at any time and you can quit at any time. You don't have to put 2 weeks in, which is great for me because I do get sick easily. So if I had to go, I have to go. I'm not coming 2 more weeks after I told you I gotta go. So the way it started is I had to go to the warehouse itself to do not training. It was it's where they do the background check. So they give you. I did do a background check for the nursing home. I was thinking, like, I did do a background check, but for that background check, I had to pee in a cup. The regular background check stuff, but this one for Amazon, you have to put this like swab thing in your mouth so it can collect your saliva. Disgusting. And then they put it in this thing, and like they take that to do background check, but they don't make you pee in a cup. So basically, the day that was happening, at this time I don't have a portable charger, so I charge my phone. I take the bus. I don't got money like that to take Uber and stuff. But Amazon was paying more than the nursing home. I think the nursing home was like 11 something. I think Amazon was like 15 something. Yeah, something like that. And I think because I was doing night shift, it was 16, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had $1. Regardless, I was getting paid more. So I was excited. I was happy. And I take the bus there. And I had to walk. And the sad part is, the time that I was doing this background check, whatever thing, tell me why it had snowed and it was crunchety. It was a February. Why the hell is it snowing in February? It's supposed to be snowing in December. How does that make sense? They're really playing games. So it was so crunchety because like whenever they clear the roads, they don't care about the sidewalk. Like they literally don't give a damn about pedestrians at all. So they clear the roads and all the snow is on the sidewalk. And because it's on the sidewalk and like people walked on it and it froze over, it's just crunchety ice. So it's slippery. And the funny thing is, I've had an ingrown from 2016. So it gets better, it gets worse, it gets better, it gets worse. But me, I just put a Band-Aid on it when it gets worse. And then when it gets better, I take the Band-Aid off. I never really like took care of it. So I had these shoes, these Timberlands, black Timberlands, because I didn't want to be like everybody else. Sadly, I should have been like everybody else, because the dude that gave us the shoes, not gave, but like the dude that brought the shoes out when my dad was paying for it, he gave me the wrong size. I was supposed to get 4 in men. He gave me 3.5. I didn't know at the time. I was excited. I got black shoes. But it was too late. So the shoes are kind of tight, and that's actually what made me get an ingrown on my right toe in 2016. So because it's icy and crunchety, I don't have boots. I don't have shoes for snow. So I decided I'm gonna wear my Timberlands. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. But I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna wear my Timberlands. So I wear them. I take the bus. It gets me close enough to the warehouse. I walk. Like, it wasn't super far, but the bus driver got me close enough. So I just had to walk a little bit to the warehouse. And so I walk to the warehouse. We do the drug testing, whatever, all that stuff. And then they tell you about the job and blah, 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 blah. And so I did all that. And when I was coming back, I was checking on my phone. And my phone was like close to dying, which sucked. But I was checking on my phone if there's a bus anywhere near. But there isn't a bus. I had to walk a little bit to get to that bus. And so I'm checking on my phone. My phone is about to die. I don't have a portable charger. I was recording. There's like videos I have on my phone of me recording this crunchety ground. And I'm walking a lot with these Timberlands. The same Timberlands that gave me the ingrown. I'm walking a lot with them. And then when I get to the bus stop that I wanted to take, the bus comes, I think like an hour or so after. And I was like, I'm not about to sit here in the cold waiting for the bus. So I decided to walk to this area where they have like a little supermarkets and stuff. Like they have little stores and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll just walk to there and then I'll call Uber. My phone died. My phone was dead. It was deceased. And so were my feet. So my phone died. It sucked, but there's nothing I can do. There was this man shoveling the parking lots at one of the stores or whatever. So I go up to him and I'm like, how do I get to this highway? Because I know if I get to that highway, I know what bus to take to go home. It's just one bus. And I have my card, so I don't need my phone. And my phone was dead, 0%. I think it was also the cold. For some odd reason, my phone dies when it's like cold outside. Like it could be at 100. If it's cold outside, it'll be at 0 in 2 seconds. Like it's crazy. Why are you dying? Relax. It's either that or sometimes I guess now it's dying because it's saying there's apps running in the background and it's like Snapchat. Why are you running in the background? I'm literally sleeping. So I do wake up with my phone at 0, so I have to put it on power saving mode so it doesn't die. But regardless, at that time, I did not put my phone on power saving mode. I should have when I was leaving it's cold outside. I think it would have done that anyways. I think it would have died anyways. Regardless, my phone was dead. So I go to this man. I'm like, how do I get to this highway? He said, you just gotta walk this way, turn this way, that way. I don't know what he said. But, like, I don't know what he said now. But I remember what he said then. Because I needed his directions, okay? I had nothing. I have nothing. Nothing. Just my legs. That's all I got. So he told me, I followed his directions, and it was a lot of walking. It was a lot of walking. It was a lot. Okay? I'm trying not to itch my ears. It was a lot of walking. So I walk it and I walk it and I walk it and I walk it, and I was like, is this really worth it for this job? I mean, they're paying me more, but oh Jesus. So I walked and I finally got to the highway. I'm on the highway to hell. I was already in hell. I was walking so much and the floor is so unstable. And then the shoes was not fitting. Oh my goodness. So I finally get to the bus stop. There was people there already. I said, it sucks for me. And then I feel like I remember somebody was trying to talk to me on the bus. I was like, shut up, sir. Shut it up. I am dying. I am not dying. I am dead. Okay, not dying. I already died. Okay? The Holy Ghost is moving my body. Sir, my soul left long time ago. Please shut up. That's why I don't like taking public transportation, because people be talking. Even some Uber drivers be talking. I swear. I just want to get from point A to point B in silence. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hate it here. My ears are closed. My nose is closed. My soul is closed. My bank account 0. I'm just talking about my bank account. So they stopped or they started the student loan stuff. Not them emailing me talking about due date, these and that. I don't got a job. I can't pay you when I don't have money for myself. Leave me alone. Anyways, so get on the bus, get home, whatever. My legs was vibrating, shaking, buzzing. Like, I don't think I've ever walked that much in my life. And I can't even tell you how much it is because my phone couldn't track it because it was dead. Okay? I mean, if my phone was alive, I wouldn't have walked that much. I would have took Uber. At least to the bus stop, if anything. But regardless, my phone was dead. And so was my legs. But yeah, that was the beginning of that workplace. Finally started working. It felt weird because it was a night shift. I started, I think, at 9 something p.m. 9:50 something p.m. almost 10. And then I would finish at 5 something, almost 6. So I'd get home around 6 something. And at first I was taking Uber and Lyft back. Sometimes, like majority of the time, my brother was dropping me off at work. Sometimes I would take Uber and Lyft to work, but most of the time he was dropping me off, and then I was coming back from work with Uber and Lyft. And then there was sometimes like this one coworker. So my friend's technically cousin. So funny. We were friends, and then we found out we were really cousins. So my friend cousin, her mom works with me, and so she told the guy that works with us to drop me off because it's on his way. And so this man, honestly, this man be sleeping so quickly. I'm like, you need to cut down on some work, because he was sleeping at the stoplight, and not the stoplight, and then I would have to wake him up. It was crazy. But yeah, he used to drop me off at my house when we worked together, but we don't all have the same shift. I think I work Sundays and Mondays with them. I think my shift was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and theirs was Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think something like that. So he would drop me off Sunday, Monday, but Tuesday I would have to take Uber, which was saving me money. So praise God, bless him. But yeah, so we arranged like that, and I worked there longer than I did at the nursing home, because there's no food. Like I said in the other video, the only food that would come was like cat food or dog food or like coffee. You wouldn't really smell a lot of things, unless if something broke. Like if somebody ordered something and there's a leak, we have to put it in this container thing, and then like they take it all the way to the end and they have to fix it. Regardless, night shift was pretty interesting because I have to take a nap before I go. So if I have school, I would come back from school, and around what time should I say, like, because I have to leave the house around 8 something, or at least 9 to get there on time. So and before I leave, I eat something. Well, technically I guess I'll be eating dinner. But I take a nap, and my naps have to be 2 hours or longer, because if my nap is an hour, I'm actually more tired when I wake up than I was when I went to sleep. So I come from school and maybe do my homework a little bit, and then take a nap, wake up, eat, and then go to work. But it was better. I usually do stay awake at night. This was, I think, 2019, right before Rona. So yeah, I did pretty good there. But there was sometimes when I didn't, I couldn't sleep. Like I couldn't take a nap. Like my body wouldn't sleep, and so I had to. I think the first time is when I got sick there. So I couldn't take a nap. I went to work anyways, because I didn't think anything of it. So I ate food. I took, I think my brother dropped me off or whatever. And then I started at 9, right? And around 2, I was feeling very, my migraine was starting. And I think that's when we got our break, like 2 something. So I went to go eat. Until this day, I can't eat barbecue chips because that's what I had, right? So I had that in my bag. I think I have that in like spaghetti or that in macaroni or stuff like that. But regardless, I had that in my bag. I open it, and the smell alone, I almost threw up in the bag. Like, it was so bad. I said, oop, So I put that. I could have really left my stuff and ran to the bathroom, but I don't trust people. I don't know you people. So I think that was a Tuesday too. That's the funny part. So my friend cousin's mom is not there. The guy that drops me off, the coworker, he's not there. It's just me. I don't know these people around me. So I was like, no, I gotta put my stuff in the locker. So I grab everything, I throw it in the locker. You have to put a pin in the locker, lock it. Too much. And then I ran to the what is it called? I ran to, or not ran, but I was trying to speed walk to the bathroom, and I was going like this, and out of nowhere, it just came out. It just came out. All of my clothes, all on the floor, and like break was about to be over, and like there was just like maybe 4 or 5 people that were at the table closest to where I was bubbling. But everybody else had left. Everybody else that was taking a break with us had left. So it was just them. So I was like, oh my god, I feel so better. I feel so much better. And I've never done this in my entire life. I don't even like looking at my butt when I in the toilet. But I feel like it's because one, people are there. This isn't my house. And I just like, it's night shift, so I'm not even really there. I'm actually sleeping, and I didn't take my nap. So I grabbed paper towel, I cleaned it up, I threw it. It was so disgusting. And then like one of the girls that was sitting with everybody else over there, she came up to me, she grabbed a paper towel and she gave it to me. She was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." "No, you're not, you just threw up." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Because it's funny, because I actually did feel better. I don't know why. I usually don't feel better after throwing up, but I felt better then. So I cleaned it up, and then I cleaned it up. Like, the floor was squeaky clean, okay? You wouldn't even know that I just blah, blah, blah. And then obviously my sweater is still dirty, so I washed it over the sink, and then I folded it up because it's wet and it's gross. So I folded it up, I put it up, I folded the other one, because we have to have scanners anyway. So regardless, I did all that, right? And then I have to have a scanner. I don't know why I spaced out, sorry. I have to have a scanner. So I had to fold my clothes anyway. So I have the scanner, blah, blah, blah. I go out. I pretend like none of this stuff happened. I put all my stuff, like, there's this thing that you put here to, like, scan things. And then there's, like, this phone thing. So the phone is basically, like, right here. But it's, like, in the, you know, the thing that you have on your arm? It's kind of like that. So you kind of, like, have it wrapped like this. And then you put the things in and you scan, and you put the things in and you scan. So I went and started doing my job. Like, what? I definitely didn't just blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? And so I was, back to work, and one of the ambassadors, so I think it's like manager, no, there's like hire manager, who's usually in his office upstairs, and then there's my manager, and there's like other people's manager. I think there's like 2 managers on every shift. I don't remember, but I know my manager is there. So it's the top manager, my manager, and then they have a couple people that are ambassadors, so they're higher than us. So they go around and like check and stuff like that. I don't know what they do. I've never been ambassador. So you have to be there for a while to be an ambassador. So one of the ambassadors, she came up to me and she was like, "Oh, so somebody told me that you threw up in the breaker." I was like, now, from the 5 people, which one of you snitched? Which one of you snitched? Because if I wanted them to know, I would let them know. Regardless, I guess it was good for letting them know. Regardless, one of the ambassadors was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I feel better. Like, I just felt nauseous." And she was like, "Okay, if you need anything, like, let us know." She was like, "If you need to sit, blah, 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 let us know." And so, and then I think they said, like, they informed my manager. I was like, so everybody knows. That's crazy. This is why I cleaned it up. This is why I cleaned it up. So, she said that, and then when she went away, another ambassador came, and I'm like, oh, here we go again. All the ambassadors know. The rumor spread quickly. But she was asking me to go help on another area to scan, and it just so happened that day they brought the dude that usually does the unloading, which when you're unloading you just be throwing stuff. That's what he's doing when he's doing picking, and pickers are supposed to like pick up the package and put it in their like everybody has their section. You're just supposed to pick up the package and put it, and it's supposed to be organized on the shelf. He threw so much, it was piled up, and they wanted me to go over there and help him. Ma'am, I'm dying. I need somebody to help me. My soul left. It was on the floor over there in the break room. Yeah. So I was like, okay, whatever. I go over there to help. So there were sometimes he almost hit me because he's still throwing. I'm like, sir, I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to put you over here, but you are sick. So I'm sick. Literally, you're sick here. So I'm picking up packages, I'm scanning, and I'm feeling weaker and weaker because I have nothing in my stomach. My migraine is starting to get worse. And I'm still working, and my body's like, why are you moving around? Shouldn't you be taking a nap? I should, but I'm crazy. I was trying to finish my shift, which is crazy because it was an 8-hour shift. I've only done 2 hours and I'm already out. I think by hour 3, I was out. And so, I'm trying my best. I don't like seeing boogies. I'm trying my best. I'm really trying. And I'm feeling weaker and weaker, and I'm feeling a little bit nauseous. And so I'm like, let me go sip a little bit of the water. So I go to the water station. I take a sip. It almost made me throw up. I spilled the water. I threw the cup away. And I go to the bathroom, and I literally take my thing off. Because you're not supposed to put it, obviously I'm not going to take that to the bathroom. So I take the scanner thing off and the phone off, and I put it to the side. Because there's a shelf in the bathroom where you can put stuff. Like, before you go in the bathroom, there's a shelf in the corner before you go in. Regardless, I put it there. I go to the bathroom. There's nothing. Like, I'm just dry heaving at this point. I'm just and then I get out. I wash my face with cold water. I gargle my mouth, trying to help myself cool down. It's not helping. It is not helping. And then I go back to work, and at this point I'm out. Like, I picked up, I think it was like a 5-10 pound box. I'm not lying to you. It felt like I was picking up a 50-pound box or something, like a 90-pound box. I was feeling like I was picking up my entire body. I said, I can't do this. I'm gonna pass out. And if I pass out, they're gonna take me to the hospital. I got a lot of problems. I'm not trying to stay at the hospital. So I said to myself, you gotta go home. So I go up to my manager. My manager was already informed that I had blah, blah, blah in the break room. So the minute I walked up to him, by the way, this was another time. Okay, never mind. So I go up to my manager. He's very tall, by the way. It's like, when you see us together, it's like David and Goliath. I'm like 5 something. He has to be 9 something. I'm sorry about it. No, he's probably like 7 something. I don't know. Regardless, he was super tall. So I go up to him. I'm literally like this. Like, I'm so out. I'm like, and he's like, you want to go home? I was like, yeah. And at this time, the pickers were taking their lunch break. So he just said, like, take your stuff off and clock out. I was like, okay. So, which means I've stayed about 4 hours. I stayed about 4 hours. I think, like 4-ish hours. I don't know. I think it was like 2 when I was taking Lyft home. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's been 5 hours. That's crazy. I work for 5 hours. So I clock out. And I grab my stuff, and I'm in the break room. I put my vest, because, you have to have a vest. I still have the vest, by the way. You want to see it? I still have the vest, like, really close to me. Because this one kid, I think it was on TikTok, he was like, why can't we just wear whatever? And when fashion people wear whatever, we don't say anything. But when regular people wear whatever, we think they're crazy. I was like, you're right. And then I found mine, and I have it right now. Yo, baby. Yo, baby. You already know. What is in here? I'm dead. I have a marker. I have a marker in here. For what reason, I don't know. I think this is their marker to I stole it. I'm sorry, Amazon. You could afford this one mark. But yeah. Look at me. Look at me. You can zip it up. There's zippers and stuff. But yeah. I am the brightest I have ever looked on this Bummy podcast. Regardless, I still have it. Okay. It's clean because I'm not dirty. Just kidding. Anyways, let's be bummy. So, you know, I put my vest in my bag. The vest you just saw. I put it in my bag, and at this time I didn't use Lyft. I didn't have Lyft downloaded on my phone. So I was calling Uber. And the one time I want to get home, this Uber, when I tell you this Uber was circling the warehouse, how are you circling the warehouse? Can you just come and pick me up? So I had to freaking cancel it. And they tried to charge me $5. I said, excuse me, I should charge you $50 for wasting my time. I'm trying to get home. I am sick. I could pass out any minute. So I said, screw you, Uber. And I downloaded Lyft while I'm there, okay? And mind you, it's noisy because everybody's like, not everybody, but half the people are on their break. And I'm over here like, literally, this is me. Like, I'm on the table just dying. Okay, so I download Lyft. I get a Lyft. The best car ever. Okay, I don't know what kind of car this man had. The seats were like red leather seats. It's like a black, I think the car was red and it had like black and red leather seats. I still remember, okay? I was so sick, but like that car was the best for me, especially at the state I was in. And like the road could have had big potholes. I didn't feel it. That car was smooth riding. And I think he played like classical music, or there was no music. I don't remember. And the car was cool. It wasn't cold. It wasn't hot. It was cool. And he was quiet. He didn't talk to me, thank God. When I tell you, this is the best ride I've ever had, especially at a sick state. And this is what I needed. God really was like, you need this. you cleaned up your throat. You need this. And I was literally, it's 2 a.m. There's not a lot of people out in the road. You know what I mean? So the drive was fast and nice and cool and calm. And I was like this. At this point, I almost slept in the car. It was so nice. If I lived farther, I probably would have slept. And so I'm like this. Literally. That's how I was riding in the car. It was the best car ever. It was the best ride ever. Like the best. And then I got home to something a.m. I know my parents were like, who the hell is coming in at this time? Me. I'm sick. So, I'm sick. Boo you. It's stuck in my head at this point. So I come in, I drop my bag, and I knock out on my bed. I'm just like this. I just like rubbing my head until I go to sleep. Because whenever I have a migraine, I can't sleep like this. Even on regular days, I can't sleep like this. But when a migraine comes, it's the worst. Because it's like, I don't want to feel the pain. And I know if I'm asleep, I don't feel the pain. But it sucks to be me. I can't sleep quickly. The only time I ever slept quickly was when I was exhausted. Anywho. So, that was the first time and the only time that I blew at Amazon, which is so funny because I definitely was doing a lot of hard labor work, but I don't mind Amazon, like the job, the morning shift, I mind it. It was 4 hours and it felt like I was there forever. I was sore to my fingertips. That's the one I did right after, during Rona. But this one was in 2019, and it was great. Um, there was times that I had to take days off because hello, I still have school. Did we forget I was still in college? And I didn't want to fail my classes and stuff like that. I already failed this one class, not by my choice because the teacher is garbage. But yeah, so I didn't want to fail any of my classes. Like I said, the student loan people are still asking me for money right now as we speak. So yeah, I had no choice but to continue working until I had no days off. And then it was literally finals. Like I was literally studying for finals. And I called and the lady was like, oh, if you don't have any days off, there's nothing we can do. And I said, well, I guess I'm gonna have to quit. And she was like, okay, I'll put in your thing. And I was like, okay, thank you, bye. So I quit again. I quit again. But yeah, I feel like I would have stayed longer. And the funny thing is, actually, before I quit, there was this shift that they were talking about. So it's called flexible shift. So you can pick up shifts whenever. And I was like, that's fantastic because I'm in college. Like, I'm not gonna always be available. But when I do have the time, because it is night shift, I'm okay with picking up shifts. And so I submitted that paper. I want to say like 2 months before I quit. And my manager gave it to the higher up. And that's why I don't like the higher up manager. Because one time when he came out, they didn't give us our third break. I said, oh, your mother. Excuse me. Yeah, it sucked. But they didn't give us our third break. Just letting y'all know. They did not give us our third break. But yeah, I did not like him because he never changed my schedule. And if he had changed my schedule, I wouldn't have quit. Like, I literally would not have quit. All he had to do was change my schedule, but he didn't change my schedule. But yeah, I kept asking my manager, and he kept saying like, oh yeah, he's in a meeting, he hasn't seen it, and oh, he's actually looking at it right now, blah blah. Sir, Goliath, why are you lying to me? Why are you lying to me? If you don't want to change my schedule, just say that. Just say that. But I didn't mind working there. I was working after I threw up. You can't even change my schedule? Rude. But yeah, it sucked. He was nice too, so I couldn't yell at him. And I know it's not his fault because, like I said, the higher manager barely came out. Like, our manager would actually be helping if we're backed up. Because there was this one time, the girl across from me, her thing was so backed up that it messed up ours, and they had to shut down the whole thing. And then we had to fix all the boxes and then restart because it was jammed right there. I said, oh my goodness, I can't do it. But yeah, and he was helping with that. Like, he's not the type of person that's just like, oh, I'm a manager, I'm not gonna do it. But they never changed my schedule, so I had to quit. But before I did quit, there was this one story I was telling you about. So the reason I said there might be two managers on during our shift is there was this one manager. He's not my manager. I think he's the manager for like a different shift or whatever, but he was there that day. And I had gotten sick again. Not but I was close. Not me about to do it right here. But I was close. And so I was walking. I'm not a loud person, okay? And if I'm sick, I'm obviously not gonna be loud. So I was going to my manager, and he happened to be sitting next to him. So I was trying to talk to my manager, and I think I said something like, excuse me, and I scared the shit out of him. Apparently he like jumped, and I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm sorry. Literally, I'm dying. I was like, I'm sorry. And then my manager was like, you're not feeling good. And like, he knows I don't ever come up to him for any other reason other than I'm sick. So he was like, you're not feeling good. I was like, no. He was like, all right, you can clock out. But yeah, like, I think a couple of times that happened. There was times that so they have this thing called PTO, I think. No, I don't know, but you basically get to leave early. So they take all the names of the people that want to leave early, they put it on the thing, they randomly pick a couple of people that can leave, especially if we don't have a lot of packages coming in. And like, I think 1 or 2 times I got chosen, and I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, going home early. Going home early, and I'm not sick. That's fantastic. No way. I think I'm seeing my skin, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. Doesn't it look like I'm balding right here? Yeah, I probably am. Yeah, I probably am. But yeah, that was pretty much my work life. There was one time, talking about work, there was one time this one kid, this one guy, I don't think anybody there was young enough to be called a kid. But there was this one guy that broke something, and this wasn't his first time, so they fired him. I said, ooh, bye. I don't think he was on my shift though, but regardless, he's been doing a lot, so he kind of deserved it. But yeah, it's so funny that he got fired while I was there, and I didn't get fired. I quit. Just kidding. But yeah, I see, because I had that experience for night shift, I thought I can do morning shift, and I graduated Rona 2020. I believe March. Yeah, March of 2020 is when I graduated. And so in May, I was like, okay, let me try morning shift, because that's the only shift they had for Amazon. And it was 4-hour shifts, but it was for 4 days, I believe. Because I did 3 days, 8-hour shifts. This was 4 days, 4 or 5 days, 4-hour shifts. But I see why they had it 4-hour shifts, because morning shift was hella. Okay. So when we're doing scanning for night shift, there's these bags, and they have a zipper, and like, you're supposed to tuck the thing at the bottom, and then you scan the bag, you scan the package, and you put it there, so they know that's where the package is in, right? It's supposed to be in the system. So we do that or whatever, and the only time at night shift you ever even touch the bag is when it's full and you have to get another bag. So when it's full, you zip it up and you put it down and you get another bag. Morning shift, what morning shift did is stack those bags on top of each other, 3 this way, 3 this way, 9 basically, a cube. And the bag is huge, okay? And sometimes the top bag is heavy as hell, because some people during night shifts be like filling it up to the point you can't even close it. There's times that there was a bag that the zipper is broken. How am I supposed to pick that up? What muscles do you see on my body that you think I can pick that up? And they have the audacity to tell you the most you'll be lifting is like 49 pounds. I work night shift. I know that bag is not nowhere near 49. It's way more than that. So the first bag is like maybe to my waist. The second bag is like to here. I have to pick the third bag up there. Who do I look like? And there was this lady that was shorter than me. I said, I don't know how she's doing it, because it's a miracle. It is a miracle. To put it up there, I always put it on my thighs and like literally kick it up there. It's crazy. You got me messed up. I don't think there's any amount of money worth me doing that. And I had bruises on my thighs. They tell you you're not technically supposed to like harm yourself, but I was like, how else am I supposed to do this? How else am I supposed to do that? Regardless, I worked for like 3 or 4 days, and whatever hours I had, I used on the other day, and I quit. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was sore to my fingertips. You got me messed up. At this point, I could have broke a lot of things. And sometimes, and it was during COVID too, and sometimes you have to ask help. So like, we have to be super close to pick up this bag and put it, like, you got me messed up. I was like, nah, I'm not about to get COVID for no reason. No. So I quit. And then I got unemployment benefits. I saved up that money, and now that money is running low, and now my student loan is like, we're starting to take money. Where is it? Where is it? And I said, where is what? I also want to know, where is it? My money don't jiggle, is gone. So what do you want from me? I don't got nothing. I don't got it. Don't ask me. I don't got it. They're about to send me to collections. I already got sent to collections by my what is it? Damn, I've been talking for so long. I already got sent to collections by my hospital bill for my ears. And I don't want to get sent again. Don't do it to me. Yeah, I'm dying. So this is gonna be the end. I literally talked about my work, and it took me like an hour and a half. That's crazy. I talk a lot. I might need to take a nap. I am gonna take a nap, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna record another video, and that would be the end of that. Thanks for watching. Let's see, am I forgetting anything that has to do with the work? No, I can't remember. Do you remember? Ow, I'm sorry. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful bummy day. And don't be like me. Don't work after you're sick. These companies don't care about you. Don't do it. Anywhere. Anyways, bye, Tush, Arriva, Darchi, and Auf Wiedersehen. Bye.